Okay, so I am going to do a run through of Autodesk SketchBook and basically just look at an overview of all the functions. So Autodesk has multiple versions. There is one on the there's one for Windows, there's one for Mac, there's one for desktop PCs, and there's one for Android tablets. So I'm using an Android tablet. So it kind of has some limited features that I kind of liked more on the PC. But yeah, I've got a S6 Lite Samsung Galaxy drawing tablet. It comes with a stylus pen. So this is my little art tablet. So I'll just have to deal with just the and the limited functions are kind of minor, but I guess I'll just get into them. Okay, so let's see. When you start it up, takes you to it opens up um a new canvas for you. And hmm what it kind of automatically, so let's see. So you got your gallery, share, blah blah blah. So it kind it I do the screen because it's just simple. I think it automatically detects the right resolution and size. And actually I haven't tried it on this one, but I know on the PC version you can just extend the size of the canvas while you're drawing on it. Um Crap. So I forgot to check and see if you can do that. But you can do that on PC. I don't know if you can do it on Android, but hmm. Let's see. Custom. Uh Other. Mobile. Well, it's got some presets that you could select from. And but I usually just do it by the screen. And then you can just zoom in, zoom out, change the angle. And you can change the settings so that if it's near upright, it'll snap to the correct um, 90-degree angle. Um, so, so yeah, so let's see. So there's your gallery. So this is, I don't really want to show you my crappy images right now, but there's your gallery. Um, Share button to share, and then preferences. Okay, so you got your usage data. Show tooltips. I'm not really sure what that does, but I've just got it selected. Tap, hold for color picker. I don't have it selected because I imagine it might interfere with drawing sometimes. Rotate canvas. Let's see. Corner shortcut. So this is pretty cool. So it's got this button here. So you hide the user interface, and if you double tap in the corners, it might do something. Redo, undo. I don't really know what the other ones are. That's the only frame, canvas, and clear layer. I don't really use those, but it makes undo pretty easy if you want to get rid of all the excess and just draw. And then you can just double tap in the corner and undo. Um, this is so bad. There is this 3-finger method, but I don't really use it. But it is another available option. And you can reset to factory defaults. Pen mode, I mean, obviously you're going to want to have it if you have your pen. And I think support will link you to the Autodesk tutorial website, which is not robust, but it's pretty helpful. Okay, so let's just go down the tools here. So you got undo, redo, your selection tool, which has your lasso, rectangle, let's see, and magic wand, which, yeah, I mean, it's all white right now. And then there's your options for replacing selections. So say I select rectangle, replace. Okay, so now that's the selection, replace. So now that's the selection, or you can add, or you can subtract from the selection. Then there's nudge, and that'll move the selection around. So let's see, like, say I draw. Okay, now I'm gonna select it. And it doesn't, I don't think it really moves. Like, I don't really understand how to use selections yet, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. But then there's inverse selection and clear selection. Okay, so let me write that down. So, selection, nudge, doesn't move the selected stuff. I guess if you, so like, so let's say you have a selection, right? Now, oh my god. So you have a selection. Can I now draw? Is that, okay, yeah. So it's like a, okay, so you have to make a selection. Then you have to, then you have to choose your brush, and then you can draw it in there as if you had masking tape around it. So it doesn't really, I don't know why I always want it to like move the stuff that you selected. But I guess that's the next one is transform. So that, oh, okay, here we go. So that'll distort the selection. You can say done, and then say you don't like it, you just hit undo. But here we go, transform. Yeah, so if you don't have a selection when you hit transform, it'll just do the whole layer. Oops. And I'm just using my pen. You can just move it around or adjust, this nudge, but you can also just move your pen, flip, horizontal, vertical, rotate. Okay, done, undo. Okay, so that's transform. And then there's fill. So I'll start a new layer. And there's just your basic fill, right? And then there's your gradient, or linear fill, sorry. Yeah, gradient linear, which is, you know, a linear fill. The thing about fill, so say, okay, so say you have a color selected, then you fill, then you do fill, it automatically switches it to black and white. And I don't know why it does that, but then for each little selection here, you can change the color. can also just hold it and pull it off and it'll delete itself. But not the very end one, but yeah, so that's kind of neat. And then there's also the radial fill. Oh, and I don't know what the heck is happening here. Maybe if I hit, I don't even know what, it does that sometimes. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so let's see. Radial, change the color here. Change this color. Alright. And yeah, this is really fun. Okay, and then yeah, so that's just kind of a neat way to, oh, whoops. And then I'm not really sure what tolerance means yet, or sample layer, or reverse. So yeah, then there's the ruler. Oh, let me clear that. Okay, so, and actually I'm gonna change the background color here to just like something less painful on the eyes. Okay, so there's your ruler. It also has a curved one, which is kind of fun. And it extends past the lines, so say if I go past the lines, it'll keep going with the guide. And there's a sphere. So the only problem with the flat ruler is that it's only horizontal. Is my thing not like 100 degrees? Angle 0. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. But there's another line tool line, so you can just draw any angle and it'll make it a straight line. Okay. So that was ruler. Next is symmetry, which this one's fun. So, like, say you want to draw a face and you want it to be perfectly symmetrical. This guy's kind of creepy, but yeah. So now you got a perfectly symmetrical face. Then there's also, say, oh yeah, you can have multiple. So say, so this is horizontal now. Like maybe you're drawing a landscape and you want to have the reflection in the water match the mountains above ground or something. But then you can also do both horizontal and symmetrical. So it's like a I don't know, but it's pretty cool. And then radial symmetry, which is just that same thing, just with multiple symmetry lines, and you can actually change the number. But the more you do, the your computer is gonna slow down. But it is still really cool and fun. And then you can also, what is that? Oh, you can stop the strokes at the center line. So say, let's see. Oh, why is it going so slow? It wasn't going this slow earlier. Okay, there we go. So it's not going to cross the symmetry line. Zoop, 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 zoop. So that's pretty cool. Or you can just let it go past. You can lock the lines because you can move them if you want. You can lock them so you can't move them. And then you can also hide the lines, but they're still there. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. Then there's the line tool, and there's also ovals and squares and lines. It's got the predictive curve, which I don't really use. Kind of like adjusts your curve after you've drawn it, which I don't really understand why you would want to do that, but okay. Import image. You can import an image to your layer. So now I've got this image, and I'm just using my fingers here to match it to the layer size. Let's see, I guess I could distort it if I wanted. Nudge. And now I can just draw on this image. Whee, that's a layer. Okay. And that was not my drawing. That was somebody else's drawing from Reddit. That they had just... So, anyways, yeah, this is a random drawing. Okay, there's your guidelines for um, horizon lines for perspective. We got multiple perspective point modes. I don't know what this is. Oh, extra density. Oh, okay. Opacity. Oh, okay. I like the constrained grid because that's really cool. Like, so I could just say, oh, I want a building right here. Building. I want one over here now. Oh, great. Building over here. Oops. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. And then snap to vanishing points. I don't really know what the hell that does. To be honest. What does snap to vanishing points do? Let's see. Doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know what it does. Locks the perspective. Hide. You're gonna hide the lines. Oh, snap to vanishing point. Oh, that makes it so it actually stays on the line. And if you unsnap it, it won't. So you could just have the perspective guide as a reference, but you don't, like, I can try and guide myself along the line, but it's not going to snap it to it. Okay, so that's perspective. Text. Hello. Okay, change color. Red. Change the font. Hello. Distort it, flip it, rotate it. Ooh, it's making me dizzy. Okay, so anyways, that is text. And then you can also record a movie, a time lapse, which is kind of neat. So yeah, so that's the toolbar for Autodesk SketchBook. And maybe in another installment, I'll do the brush library and settings. and maybe the layer settings, or there's also the puck here, and the colors, and palettes. But yeah, that was the toolbar. This video is getting kind of long, so I'll just leave it at that. Thanks, and have a great day. Oh my god, stop. How do I close this video? Anyways, thank you and have a great day.